How's it going, guys? Shape here, and welcome to the channel. This video is going to go over my fishing spots in each zone for Shadowlands fishing. There are 6 new fish in Shadowlands, and they are Lost Soul, Silvergill Pike, Poke Bonefish, Iridescent Amberjack, Spinefish Piranha, and Illicynthade. All of these fish currently are selling insanely fast as players are buying them for their professions right now. I suspect this to be even more insane as we get closer and closer to the first week of Mythic Plus and raid content. The great thing about fishing in Shadowlands is rank doesn't really matter, and it doesn't have really any effect on how many fish you can catch in new Shadowlands zones. You will catch the same number of fish with skill ranking 1 as you will with skill ranking 200. The only reason to level fishing is for achievements. If you simply want to farm fish, then you can start with level 1 and not really worry about it. To learn Shadowlands fishing, all you need to do is head over to the hall Blizzard so kindly named after me, the Halls of Shapes. In the easternmost part of this hall is the fishing trainer. Talk to him and learn Shadowlands fishing. While you are here, you might as well buy the fishing rod from the supply vendor as well, which is right beside the fishing trainer. This fishing rod gives you an extra 15 skill points in fishing and also has a higher chance to get the bait for particular zones when you are fishing there as well. The bait is very important to use while you are fishing as this increases your fish per hour by quite a bit. Fishing is also extremely easy to do and doesn't take much effort at all. The fact that it is kind of boring is the reason the market is so good on it, because a lot of players don't find it fun and would rather do other things than make gold. That just leaves more gold for players like us that don't mind it. If you wanted to just target one of the fish because that was the one that sold best on your server, it is what you needed for your cooking recipes, and here's a quick rundown before we actually go over the spots I have found. Lost Soul is similar to Death Blossoms for herbalism and can be fished in every Shadowlands zone. Silvergill Pike is the fish that is located only in Bastion. Poke Bonefish is the fish that is located only in Maldraxas. Iridescent Amberjack is the fish that is only located in Ardenwheel. Spinefish Piranha is the fish located in Rivendrift. And finally, Illicynthade can be fished in all zones and is considered the rare fish of this expansion. The spots I'm about to go over are just the ones I have found to be the best for me personally. There are probably others that work just as well, but a few things went into deciding these as my go-to spots for each zone. The spots are going to be extremely close to a flight point, so you don't have to spend too much time getting to that spot, and they're going to be in areas where no mobs will try and attack you while you're fishing. Other than that, there's nothing special about them, and you can also just fish in open water so you don't have to worry about going to specific pools. The first spot I wanted to cover is going to take us out to Bastion. Here's a spot I have found to maximize your fishing per hour in this zone. This spot is located just southeast of the Shapeshiftrz Rest flight point in Bastion. We will be targeting Silvergill's pikes here, as I mentioned earlier in the video, as this is the fish found exclusively in Bastion. After fishing at the spot for an hour, I was averaging around 200 to 300 Silvergill's pike. It can be a bit random on if you're getting Lost Souls, so that is why the average is so large. This fish has a current sales price of around 90 gold on all US servers. This has gone down significantly in the last week from a few hundred gold each. My guess is this is going to go back up once Raid and Mythic Plus comes out in the upcoming week, because more players are going to need the buffs that fish are required for in the recipes. Right now players have leveled and don't have really too much to do other than leveling alts, and really there is no need for food buffs at this point, so the price has gone down. If we take the higher side of what I was averaging, then it would be 27,000 gold per hour from just sitting there and clicking a button fishing. Not too bad at all for fishing, but like I said, save up over the next couple of days in preparation for a lot of more players to be in the market for the goods that are tied around fishing. The second spot I wanted to cover is going to take us to Maldraxas. Here's my go-to spot for maximizing your fish per hour in this zone. This spot is located just northeast of the Plague's Watch flight point in Maldraxas. The fish here that we are targeting are the poke bonefish. I was averaging around 300 poke bonefish per hour here. These are a little less on the US servers than the previous fish, but around 80 gold seems to be the going price right now. That's still 24,000 gold for an hour's worth of your time here in Maldraxas. The third spot is going to take us out to Ardenwheel. Here's my go-to spot that I have found to maximize your fish per hour in this zone. This spot is located just southwest of the Glitterfall Basin's flight point in Ardenwheel. The fish to target here is the Iridescent Amberjack. I was averaging around 200 to 250 Iridescent Amberjacks in an hour's worth of fishing. The problem with Ardenwheel is a lot of the water is actually too shallow to fish in, so you're going to have to be careful where you pick your spot, because you don't want to pick somewhere where you have to worry about fighting off mobs. That will have a huge impact on your fish per hour, but this spot is nice and quiet with only yellow mobs. For the higher end of the fish per hour, that is going to equal out to a little over 24,000 gold per hour, as they are selling on US servers for a little over 83 gold right now. Our fourth and last zone is Rivendrift. I'm going to be honest, it is tough to find a good spot to fish in Rivendrift because there isn't too much water in the zone. I found this to be my go-to spot in Rivendrift, and it is located just north of the Pryfle's Hamlet flight point in Rivendrift. You are still going to average the same amount of fish here as about 200 to 300 per hour. The only thing about the fish is it is actually the least profitable out of all the other ones we have gone over today. For the same amount of fish, you are going to be averaging around 4,000 gold less in Rivendrift. It's still around 20,000 gold per hour on the high end, which is fantastic for fishing, but in comparison to the rest, it's slightly under this for whatever reason. So in conclusion, there is a ton of gold to be made right now in fishing. I would check out your auction houses and see which fish are going for the most on your server and stick to fishing from their corresponding zones. No matter which spot you choose, this is a great opportunity to make some serious gold with fishing, and I think that it is only going to go back up with Mythic Plus and raids coming out this week. There you have it, guys, my go-to spots for fishing in Shadowlands. I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe and drop a like if you enjoyed the video to show some love for the channel, and I will catch you guys next time.